With this one, we're going to calculate what the total amount we would have to pay on a loan is. Now, this includes principal and interest. Okay, not just our monthly payment, but we want to find out what the total amount we're going to pay for this particular loan. And this one we're going to look at as a student loan. So it's a 10-year student loan for $50,000 at 6.25 interest rate. So what's the total amount we would pay for this loan? In order to do that, the very first thing we're going to have to do is actually calculate what the payment amount is going to be. And then we're going to multiply that by the number of payments that we make. That'll get us our total amount we'll pay. All right, so payment formula. So we're going to break it down into two things. We're going to obtain the payment first. After we obtain the payment, we're going to come back in and just multiply that by the total number of payments. That will give us our total amount. So let's focus on number one first. Here is our formula to calculate payment. Okay, and here's what each one of these mean. Okay, so let's kind of go through this. P, my starting loan balance, would be $50,000. So instead of writing P, I'm going to write $50,000. Okay, now APR is our interest rate, and that is given in a decimal form. So this is 6.25. We have to convert that out of a percent into a decimal, which would be 0.0625. And notice how that goes into two different spots. Let's back that up just a little bit here. There's my APR on top, and there's an APR right here as well. So 0.0625. N is the number of payments per year. These are monthly payments, so N is going to be 12. And what's interesting about this particular formula is that we have N in 3 different locations. So we'll write 3 different N's there. Finally, we have the length of the loan in years, and this one is a 10-year loan. All right, and this is negative 12 times y, so that would be negative 12 times 10. Okay, what we're going to do is plug this portion right here, the right-hand side of this equal sign, all into our calculator. It will do all the calculations for us. If we plug that one in accurately, it will come into $561.40. So this is our monthly payment on this particular student loan. It's a pretty hefty payment. We're going to pay that over 10 years. At the end of 10 years, it'll be completely paid off. But that wasn't exactly what the question asked. The question asked, what's the total amount we're going to pay? So let's bring that one in using the information from number one, this payment. What's the total amount we would pay? All I'm going to do is I take the payment amount, $561.40. That's my monthly payment. Multiply that by the number of payments. Well, this is a 10-year loan, and there are 12 monthly payments in a year. So 12 times 10 gives me 120. So 561, the payment amount times 120 months. That's how many months we make payments. And that will give me my answer. Now, we have to round it to the nearest dollar as well, so make sure that you're rounding correctly. But $67,368 should be your answer.